All right, so I had a really great question posed to me that I want to explore. Can I use the Conscious Care Cards deck with a child if my child is neurodivergent? And I would say absolutely, 100%. You can use the deck with all children of all abilities and all neurodivergency and or ages 5 to 11. You can use the deck when if your child is diagnosed with depression or anxiety or panic disorder, all of these things. But I would say that first of all, if your child, for instance, is neurodivergent, this is this whole deck, a lot of these cards are teaching them about themselves. And so it's a perfect time for them to learn about their abilities and what is not good for them, right? So, for instance, if they are someone on the spectrum and somebody who's very triggered by sensory input, maybe that sensory input that is a particular trigger for them is touch. So you're going to use the cards, but if and when they use a hug or they use a high five or they do use touch, you're going to talk to them about how does it make you feel? And let me tell you how it makes me feel, someone who's not neurodivergent. And how could you communicate your boundaries around what you need with regards to this card? So now you're using the card for like a metacognition almost, right? You're using the card for the skill you're teaching, but you're also using the card for the child to learn, okay, this is how it would feel if I were somebody who didn't struggle with neurodivergency, and now I am someone who does. So how is this card? How do I adapt this card? As the parent of a child who is neurodivergent, you can say, I bought these cards, and these cards are for all of us to understand and explore ourselves and what we feel and how we feel it, and to have language around feelings. But maybe you experience feelings differently than I experience feelings. So this is a perfect time to talk about it. For instance, let's pull the invite a feeling to dinner card and have you choose a feeling that maybe you don't necessarily identify feeling, right? But you're curious about. So if they are somebody who would say they don't feel it, might be that is a very common experience with children with neurodivergency. I don't really feel it. Okay, well then let's have everybody invite a feeling to dinner and then talk about it, how it's experienced in each of us, and that all of us are right. All of us is no right answer. It's all right. You're right. I'm right. Grandma's right. Aunt's right. We're all right for however we feel, however we accept our abilities or our differences. So using the deck in that way is a wonderful way to lean into all of your child's experiences, but also sharing your experiences. And so how can they now advocate for the way that they prefer touch or hugs or any of the experiences in the deck?